Welcome to the Great Entertainer Show. My name is Great Entertainer, and I haven't posted for a while. Yeah, but right now I'm gonna make a couple of videos, and these are gonna be throughout the week, I guess. So, today we're gonna be checking out this. I've been in a coma for years. I could hear everything, anything, and everything that was said. So let's press play, I guess.
Hi there, I'm Aria.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Imagine yourself not being able to say, I'm hungry, I'm hurting, thank you, I love you.
Why did it start with I'm hungry? Whatever.
Imagine yourself being imprisoned inside a body which doesn't obey your orders at all.
Okay.
People are all around you, yet you feel alone. It wouldn't be easy, would it? Well, I lived for years feeling this way. Years of wishing for the ability to connect, to
Okay, yeah.
express, to share with others. Maybe you're wondering about the reason? Well, it was that I fell off the tree. I was my mom and dad's
A tree. A tree. One of these things with a brown thing and many green things. Leaves. Okay?
child. We were a middle-class family, and we lived in a small house with a stunning backyard, which had an old oak tree that was...
Okay, and you were stupid and went up there, and then you kablooshed down there.
Said to be even older than my grandparents. When my dad first bought the house, he found a tree house in the oak tree built by the kids who'd lived in the house before us.
And you went up there and then died. Oh, no. Fell down from that place and then fell in a coma.
After a lot of convincing, my father agreed to fix the tree house. He even made a wooden ladder so I could climb into the tree easily. I remember helping my dad decorate its walls with posters and photos of my favorite band. For a second, you might be thinking, what a sweet family. But
okay, yeah. Continue.
No, this wasn't the case exactly. You see, my mom was a moody woman who yelled a lot, and nothing me or my dad did could please her. She would spend the whole night smoking cigarettes in front of the TV and then sleep the whole day. As for my dad, he spent his time working so he could pay the bills and buy us food. And me, well, after I got home from school, there was nothing for me to do but go and play with my dolls in the treehouse. For my 13th birthday, my dad bought me the best gift ever. He bought me a little white puppy that was super fluffy.
Everything is actually going normal here. But I think something will happen, I don't know.
Snowball. Perhaps this dog would keep me company so I wouldn't be so alone. I loved Snowball and I taught him lots of tricks. We used to spend all day together in the treehouse.
Okay. So what happened? Your dog fell and you fell after it?
We would only go home to eat dinner. That way we steered clear of my mom's yelling and her long fights with my dad.
Okay, that's clever. Gosh.
I watched the sky a lot during my days in the treehouse. Back then, my dad only came home after the sun had set, so I'd watch the stars lighting up the sky. They looked amazing. I knew that those stars were nothing but meteors traveling fast through the sky as they burned, but everything my dad told me about them made them seem magical.
Okay, go on, we don't care about the stars. You know what, I'm gonna wait.
One time I was watching the sky with Snowball, waiting for my dad to return home. When he arrived, he climbed up and sat beside me. He said, "This falling star is a wish that just came true for someone out there in the world."
Okay, yeah, that's sure true. 100% true, everybody knows that, yeah.
A wish, I said? He explained a long time ago there was a poor man praying to the gods every day. However, the gods were always busy, so they didn't answer him. One day, he screamed so loudly the mountains shook. The gods looked at him and listened to his troubles. They became so sad and cried burning stars. So this way...
Okay. Go on, we don't care.
Whenever he saw a falling star in the sky, he'd make a wish and the gods would make them come true. But can this be possible, I asked? And he replied, legends are a beautiful thing to hear,
but they're not true.
Not to believe.
Yeah! The myth, the legend, the weird bald guy said it. Don't believe in bullshit. That's a really good lesson to take from this video.
If the legends are so old, how can we know if they are true or not? I asked. He just smiled at me and said,
then make a wish for millions of dollars and say, if it comes true, good. If it doesn't, it's all bull freak.
That it was time to head back into the house. On that same night, while I was lying in bed hugging Snowball, it started to feel like my life was falling apart. My mom was screaming hysterically at my dad, telling him that the money he was bringing in was no longer enough and that he should start searching for an extra job. She said,
why are you so freaking, bad?
That she could no longer go out with her friends because she was so embarrassed. She couldn't afford to buy new dresses every time they went out like her friends did. I saw Snowball looking at me as if he wanted to say, what a silly woman. The fighting and loud screaming continued.
Yeah. What we should learn also from this. Don't spoil your wives or they're gonna be really bad and mean to you. Yeah.
For a long time until I could no longer bear it. I snuck out of the window and headed towards...
That's a bad idea. Just get in there and tell your mother, shut the frick up. I don't care what you say. You can better stay in here all the time because you're just a nobody. And you ain't gonna shout to us about shit. Oh God, what am I saying? Well, whatever.
A dark oak tree in the backyard. Everything around me was dark. Behind me walked Snowball. We crept very quietly so no one would hear us.
Yeah, but you became creepers. Dun, dun, dun.
And then we arrived at the treehouse. It was pitch black, so I missed a step on the ladder, and then my leg slipped. The last thing I remembered from that day was that after I fell hard on the ground, everything around me turned fuzzy. Snowball sounded far away, even though I could see him jumping around me. Then
R.I.P.
And I wasn't able to feel anything. After a little while, I felt myself waking up.
Okay.
My head hurt and I couldn't feel any part of my body. I'd completely lost control over my body parts. Even my eyes. I couldn't open them.
Okay, yeah, continue.
I could feel the light around me, but it was too difficult to open my eyes. Oh my, what happened to me? Was I stuck in my sleep? Or was it worse than that? Had I died? I didn't know much about death, except that after death, a person drowns in darkness. But this darkness I felt was different. Completely different. I could feel my body freezing.
Okay, and then you became a sociopath or something, I don't know.
Suddenly I heard someone. If I was able to hear him, that means I wasn't dead. Thank God. From his tone of voice, I gathered he was a doctor speaking to
Okay, yeah.
my parents. He said, the damage she suffered to her head due to the fall has resulted in severe internal bleeding in her brain, which is preventing enough oxygen from reaching her body, resulting in a coma. But I wasn't in a coma. I was there, with them. I heard my dad crying.
Okay, yeah.
And my mom inquiring about the treatment fees. I wanted to scream, to call out for them, to say something, anything. But I wasn't able to even talk at that time. Suddenly, I was just a vegetable, unable...
A vegetable? A vegetable? Wait a minute.
I wasn't able to even talk at that time. Suddenly, I was just a vegetable.
Yeah. Don't become vegetables. God. Wait a minute. Do you mean... Wait a minute. I need to make research. Yeah, that was cringy. But yeah. Many scientists say that we are what we eat. And if vegetables are in a coma, guys, you should not eat your vegetables. What am I saying? God, what am I saying? Truly, what am I saying? Well, let's continue.
unable to do anything but listen. Most people don't think twice before talking or connecting with others. They do it automatically. But I had absolutely no way of speaking to anyone. For the last 13 years, I had been a normal girl. A girl who loved her dad, her dog, and who loved to play. I was happy.
She's like, who loved her dad, her dog, and who loved to play. Even she doesn't like her mother. So, yeah. I think your mother is at fault there. Yeah. And your stupidity, but hey, blame it on everybody else but you. Okay?
Happy and healthy. But now, suddenly, that had all changed. The doctors didn't know what to do. They thought I was completely in a coma, but they always treated me nicely. All the time I spent in the hospital, I only heard my dad's voice. My mom had completely vanished.
Your mom was a freaky.
I didn't know where she was, and I didn't hear anything related to her. Until the day the doctor said there is nothing more they can do, and that it is best for me to return to my parents' home. I heard my mom arguing with my dad. She didn't want me back home. I was, according to her, a burden that she didn't want to carry.
Yeah. Do you know what I would do if I woke up that time? Oh, God. I want to tell you that this man was gonna be free garbage dude.
But I went home anyway. I was happy because I was returning home. I heard
Okay, yeah.
my dad telling my mom that he finished the treehouse because that was the last thing I asked him to do. That's why he insisted on bringing me back home, so I could be near the things I loved. However, things went downhill from there.
Okay, yeah.
I lost my ability to move. I failed all the mind exams they conducted on me in the hospital, so the doctors told my parents they could treat me as if I didn't exist. My return home was just a hopeless attempt at keeping my unconscious body comfortable until I died. My dad tried his hardest to keep me comfortable.
Okay, yeah.
And that really annoyed my mom. Their friends stopped visiting after a while, and the money Dad was providing was no longer enough. Machines that were keeping me alive were too expensive. Before, I was able to escape my mom screaming and ranting, but today I was stuck with it without them even knowing that I could hear them.
Okay, do you know what I would... Gosh. Trust me, after she wakes up... God. I'm just so disappointed in humanity for this girl's mother. Like, so much.
The whole thing felt like a nightmare. When my dad first got me Snowball, I thought that he was very smart and could just understand me without even having to talk to him. But my dad used to laugh and say, dogs are about as smart as a 3-year-old. They can feel when you're happy, sad, or scared, but they can't read your mind. Deep down, though, I knew Snowball was no ordinary dog. He was special enough to be able to read my thoughts because we had this insane bond. Every time my parents started their screaming matches, I'd hear Snowball sitting beside me and barking in a low voice, as if to tell me that everything would be all right.
Okay, yeah. The dog's a genius. That's funny, I guess. But still, the dog's smarter than this girl's mother. Oh, God! And that's actually a fact.
Sure that Snowball knew.
Because that girl is fucked.
I was
The girl's mother.
prisoner in my
I mean.
body, unlike what everyone else believed. He never left my side. His breathing was my only comfort. For a while, I used to be entertained by my father when he entered my room at night and started moving my body left and right to help my blood circulate. Once he was done, he'd sit beside me and talk with me for an hour or so about his day, like he used to before. But that didn't last for long. The last talk he had with me was about how tired he was, both physically and mentally. That he was very upset he had lost his little girl.
Okay, yeah.
The only person in the whole world who used to listen to him. That day, I heard him sobbing so loudly. Then he suddenly said, I can no longer bear to look at you like this anymore. After that, he stopped talking to me altogether.
Okay, I think you should show some understanding, but yeah.
Year quickly turned into 2, and I felt the person I used to be disappearing. Not just her body, but also her memories. My mom said that she'd had enough with my stuff taking up so much room, and that she could put the space to good use. My dad wasn't able to refuse, so he just said that he'd move my things to the treehouse. It wasn't long until I was moved out of my room to another one that was more practical and way smaller. It had barely enough room for my bed, machines, and for one person to be able to move around in.
Okay, yeah.
That was enough for me, according to my mom. What was worse was that this little room was next to the living room. That meant that I could hear everything. I mean, literally down to the tiniest details. 2 years turned to 3, and I was still in the same place with no one aware of my existence.
Okay. Do you know what you should do after you get out of the coma? Because apparently, if you can write this now, here, you'll get out of the coma. Then start some sort of psychological war to your mother. I would take all that time, like you had 1 year. You should plan carefully and think about what you can do to make your mother have some sort of brain. Not a big brain or something of this sort. A normal human brain. I think that would be enough. As a thing that you can do.
It was like I was a ghost. Whenever my mom's friends came to visit, they used to ignore me, as if I was just part of the furniture. I was dead to everyone, just not in the ground. Only Snowball remained at my side. My mom and her friends' conversations were ridiculous. They gossiped a lot and couldn't stop judging their relatives. Sometimes...
Yeah, they're judging everybody. What can you do? Soccer mom, they're the United Soccer Moms of America. I don't know.
They talked about clothes, travel, and their husbands. I once heard my mom talking ill about my dad. She said he was the reason behind her unhappiness.
Okay. Well, yeah.
And that she had met some rich guy at a coffee shop. That guy had invited her for a drink, and she had gone to meet him. And now she was seriously considering leaving me and my dad. For me, that was the worst part about those 3 years. Feeling totally powerless and not being able to stand in front of her and not being able to scream, "You're an ungrateful woman!" All the things...
Yeah, I would not say you're an ungrateful woman. I would say something a bit meaner. Like, you M.O. motherfucking biatcha. If you could understand that, good done. Good job.
Dad did for you, and yet it's never enough. Now you want to leave him because some other guy has more money? My poor dad didn't deserve my mom, or even me. I found myself in utter darkness, and the darkness was swallowing my dad up whole. I couldn't remember much about my life before the fall.
Yeah. Okay.
I was so terrified I'd forget everything. I remembered having a friend called Maisie, but I couldn't remember what we used to do or how we would spend time together. I remember loving science, but I no longer remembered any of the stuff that we'd learned at school. At the same time, my mind clung onto those memories, and at the same time, started creating new ones that hadn't existed before. I had to find a way to stay here, in this world, even if I had to create my own world inside my head.
Okay.
Maisie became my best friend. She always visited on Sundays.
Okay. So, I think there's a part 2 in this. Oh, gosh. So, trust me. Do you know... Once I got out of that coma and I had a chance on a one-on-one to that woman, I would absolutely destroy her. And you had years to plan, okay? But you would forget it. But yeah, you could basically, it would take you some days. You could plan it on 2 days. It would not be that hard of a planning thing. I don't know. So that's it for today's video. Stay tuned for part 2, which will come out someday. I don't know. And see you then, guys. Peace out and smash the like button, or you're gonna have that much of a bad of a mother. I don't know. See you at the next episode of the Great Entertainer Show, or next video. Like, share, and sub, and I'll see you next time.